Hi, hello. So it's been a while that I've done a Sunday chat video, but I really thought I would do one today. And I'm going to talk about some things that are going to be coming up for me. A lot more videos I'd like to do. So I would like to do another daily life video at some point. And I've got an all about books video to go up because I've finished a couple of books that I listened to on audio. Just wrote a book review on Everyone Can Build a Castle. On finishing the book The High Five Habit by wellbeing, which is really interesting. So go over to Everyone Can Build a Castle and there you'll find the book review. And then I'm working on another book, but if you didn't know, I do have a new book that I wrote and published before the new year. And this book here is a book that I wrote called Mum and Me, Gucci Tits, PT Favourite, Bake Off and Drag Queen, and it's a comedy. And it's my book for this year and I absolutely love it. I'm so pleased. I did design the cover myself. And I used and it's on Amazon. If you look on amazon.co.uk, then put in Mum and Me by Carrie Holmes, it should come up, and it's available over Kindle and paperback. So if you'd like to check out my book, you can. And I'm working on a new one now as well. So I want that to be finished by April if I can, because I really want to write a Christmas book. It's something that I really want to do. So I'm going to make space for that. So I'm working on this book now. I don't know when it will be published, the next book I'll be writing, because I do really want to concentrate on some other projects. And I'm putting together a content creative planner at the moment. So I'm going to get that completed and ready. So I'm going to make that into a book to sell on Amazon. And also I would like to do some more training in terms of writing, in terms of doing these videos. I've been doing one about behaviour of children that challenge, because I want to work partly in childcare if I can, or healthcare for children. That's the kind of route I want to go, because I would love to go into visit schools at some point to talk about mental health. That's something I really like to do, because I've had full battles with anxiety, and I'm feeling good about when I look in the mirror, myself in general. I have my confidence goes up and down, but it's getting better, because I now, if I don't want to wear makeup, because I do wear makeup and that, and it just helped me. But I do like to have my skin free, because if I put it on all the time, my dry skin and everything will react, and so I can't wear it all the time anyway. But and I need to accept myself that I've got my limbs, I've got my head on my shoulders, and I'm 44, and people still think that I'm in my 20s, which is really a boost. I'm not saying that's wrong being 44, but the thing about confidence is that it just fluctuates depending on experience, but I do see myself being quite strong now, and accepting myself a lot more, giving myself a lot more credit, not looking at every part of my body. And that's why I listen to self-help books, because I find them really helpful. I don't take all the advice, because it depends on your life and what works for you, what makes you overcome confidence. But some are really helpful. The ones that I've because Paul McKenna was the first one that I read about confidence building, and I would like to get another copy of that, but I think he's changed that book since then and done a new one, which I did listen to on Audible as well, but I would like to listen to it again. I've also got one that's called I Can Make You Rich, which is a book that I'd like to finish to help me with finances, because if you didn't know, I'm doing a no spend in January today, and I will do an updated video about that, because it's really making me think about my spending habits. And I've spent just a few moments going through my finances. Let me just move that. there. And I'm using it in this book. So what I've done, what I've spent today, things that I have smashed out on, essential things I need to buy. So I need some more sanitary towels. I want to get myself a battery operated light for when I do the videos, because I don't really have space to get sort of professional lighting. So if I can get a light that I can put on my desk, which don't take up so much room, and improve the quality of my videos, then it's worth investing. And I would like to get myself a Wi-Fi mouse and keyboard, just because it makes me, I do prefer to use a mouse than on my tablet, on my laptop. And then I've gone for, we'll need to keep doing, using what I've got, more resets, paying off credit card, and finish paying off my New Day card, which I had by Amazon. And and then I give us an allowance each month, that pocket money, of £30. When it comes to Christmas though, and his birthday I don't, because obviously I want to focus on his birthday, and he's still got gift cards to choose. And if I do want to, like today, I wanted to get myself a treat from Greg's. Rob had I had some change in my purse, and I thought, you know what, if I'm going to buy it, because I don't eat a load of donuts every day, or sweet goods, but I really fancied getting something from Greg's, so I did, and it was only £1.20, and I had the cash. So it's not. I don't want to go on about this because I wanted to save it for my update, but all I'm saying is making me concentrate on my finances, on where my money's going, and if and use cash rather than card all the time, which is getting me really tough actually, because we went to Bar Market today, and not many of the stores took cash and you pay by card instead. And I think that's the route it's going to go, and I think little things are going to change in terms of that, where we won't need to have cash on us anymore. But it's so easy to tap, isn't it? And when they're buying online, there's so much. Buying things has become so easy that it is tempting to buy a coffee myself. But I really want to save my money there. I don't want to buy coffees out all the time. I don't need any more clothes. I'm going to use the clothes I've got. My main aim is to, complete what I've been meaning to complete, getting stuff done. That's why I like doing resets. And if you didn't know, I do regular reset videos, and they seem to be people are watching them, and and if they inspire one person, then I'm doing what I set out to do, because I just want to reach out to you, in any way I can, to, make your life easier as well, and get the most out of life, because that is so important. And with the death of Lisa Marie Presley, it's really hit home that you just don't know when your time's going to end. Not being morbid, but you don't. And so it's important to look after the things in your life and not take things for granted. It's so important to just do what you enjoy, take time for yourself, and you spend time with family at the weekends. That from Friday to Sunday, I look after my son, and that's what I focus on. And he tells me off if I'm on social media because he wants my full attention, which I can understand. So I do, cut down on that and working on my phone and spending time with my son. And so there's been some changes, and they've been really good. And so I'll be doing that. I'll be doing some more challenges because I find them so empowering, and like getting my stuff together, and I love the online world. I know there's trolls, they're out there. You put things online, someone's going to criticise it, but you just got to let it go. You've got to just let it go. Like do you still want to be having the same row? 5 years later, or we worry about the same thing. Not me. Last 8 or 7 years has been tough for my mental health, and that's because I was, beating myself up over a lot of things, not forgiving myself. And I do think you have to do that in order to move on. Whatever past you have, don't let it control the way you live your life. You know, if you need help, you need support, then you can get that. You know, it's out there. And I do like the fact that now, you know, things are changing. Because, you know, I think with lockdown, you know, it caused a lot of stress because obviously businesses not making any money, prices now going up. It just can really affect the mental health because it's, you know, you don't want to be counting money for the rest of your life. And that's what I'm doing the No Spend in January for, because I want to get my life together. I want to do so many things, and I'm looking forward to getting up in the mornings now and think, what can I do today that will make a huge difference? What can I get? What, you know, can I do that will help me and my son? And, you know, with Henry, it's mini steps we have to take with Henry, because he's full of energy. Today he was moaning a lot because he loves trains, but he doesn't like them when they go fast. And it's like, well, nothing I can do about that. You know, it's up to the train driver, and people need to get to their stops. And he was really done, but I don't want it to go fast. I said, well, yeah, but you can't fix that. It's up to the train driver. People got to get to where they live, you know. And so he's making them understand that, you know, it's, you know, with kids, you know, they change your life. And, you know, with, you know, not having childcare support, that can be tough as well. Trying to make them happy, you know, and that's why it's good to do resets. That's why I do that, you know, a lot now. Like Sundays, I put my clothes away. If I've tied up my room, I will, you know, strip the bed, which I'll do tomorrow, and give the bed sheets a wash. Tomorrow is my son's review about how he's doing at school, because he has one-to-one support. But like I say, with the lockdown and everything, I think that's caused a lot of stress, and I do think that, you know, with the prices going up, I think a lot more people will be having mental health issues, because it makes you worry, having to count every penny. And, you know, that's why I'm doing the no spend, because I don't want to be worried about money anymore. I want it to be the source of what keeps me going, and not feeling restricted, you know. And it's good to challenge yourself. It's good to do the things you enjoy as well as the things you've got to do. Life, you know, isn't all about being serious. It's about loving life, and it's important that we do that. So, you know, it takes time, you know, with life, and just take each step as it comes. And there is support out there that can help you. You know, there's crisis lines, there's debt lines, you know. So they're out there to help. It's just, you know, it's like, you sometimes can feel ashamed when you haven't got a penny in your bank account. And, you know, especially if you've got kids, and, you know, they want the latest iPad and the latest computer and the latest phone. You know, it all adds up, and that's what causes so much stress. And so, you know, it's good to do, you know, not take things for granted, and love life, you know, enjoy being outdoors, meeting new people, and just getting as much happiness out of it, rather than feeling down all the time. I mean, I have down days, you know, still, but I've learned how to manage them. You know, that's, you know, that when you've got psychosis, which I was diagnosed with, you often feel that everybody's shouting at you, when actually they're not. You know, you worry that you get a bit paranoid, and a bit, you know, you shut yourself away, and for that other people were in danger, and that was what I was going through, and it stemmed from an incident that I was experiencing at the time. And, you know, my mental health really took a knock, and I lost a sense of myself. But, you know, things are good now. I'm doing a lot. I love, you know, sharing my life that can help other people. I love, you know, having the weekend. Like today, we went to Borough Market, something to do different than Sunday, and took my son on the train, because I did promise him that, and that's what we did today. And, you know, it's feeling like, yes, today was a good day, and it's, you know, the dark days don't have to always be there, you know, but if you are struggling, you know, financially, with your mental health, you know, get help and support, because do you really want to be worrying about this the next 5 years? Do you want to feel good about yourself, you know? Do you want to spend days, criticising yourself all the time? I know it can be draining, it can be just feel like you just got no energy, like, you know, you don't want to do anything, but, you know, staying in bed all the time. I mean, I was doing that at one point, and it didn't help me at all, you know, because it made me even more depressed, even more down. So it's good to do, you know, look after yourself, and, you know, make the most of each day as much as you can. And life isn't about spending loads of money. It's about living and making you not worry each day. It is a habit, and it's one that I'm trying not to do, because it can really take hold, and that's where, you know, anxieties can set in. But anyway, that's why I'm rambling on now. But I just wanted to talk about general stuff today, and what's coming up, and thanks for watching. Take care.